That star at the center of our solar system, that super-hot ball of plasma that gives us heat, energy, and unique complexions, is a ticking time bomb. The Sun is about 10 billion years old, but it's only expected to last about another 5 billion years. After that, the Sun will expand, becoming a red giant. Then it will shrink to become a white dwarf, a dying star, cooling for several billion years. Of course, we'll all be long gone before that happens. But still, can you imagine what it would be like to watch the Sun blow up before your eyes? With a name like supernova, you'd think that a solar explosion would be the most magnificent fireworks show the world has ever seen. But in reality, you likely wouldn't see anything. The Sun is 150 million kilometers, 93 million miles, away from Earth, and it takes 8 minutes for light from the Sun to reach us. While that may seem super far away, in supernova terms, we don't stand a chance. For Earth to be completely safe from a supernova, we'd need to be at least 50 to 100 light-years away. However, the good news is that if the Sun were to explode tomorrow, the resulting shockwave wouldn't be strong enough to destroy the whole Earth. Only the side facing the Sun would boil away instantly. The lucky other half would experience a temperature rise 15 times hotter than the Sun's current surface temperature, along with permanent darkness. Without the Sun's mass keeping us in orbit, Earth would likely start floating off into space while its remaining inhabitants desperately struggle to stay alive. Our planet could lock into orbit around another star that might provide the same light and heat as our Sun. However, we'd all be long gone by the time that happened. If we knew in advance the day the Sun would explode, then we could buy ourselves as many as 1,000 years, provided we had the resources to sustain ourselves for that long. And we could. Just a few meters below the ground you walk on, the Earth maintains a temperature of about 17 degrees Celsius, 62 degrees Fahrenheit. So, if we had enough time to prepare, civilization could continue to live by moving underground into a massive network of fortified bunkers. Within a week after the explosion, the surface temperature on Earth would drop to 18 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Fahrenheit. Within a year, temperatures would plummet to about 73 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. At this point, the oceans would begin to freeze from the top down. Within 1,000 years, Earth's atmosphere would freeze and collapse, leaving anything left on the surface exposed to cosmic radiation and meteor impacts. Hopefully, by that point, we'd have found a new home. The good news is that if the Sun were to explode, and it will eventually happen, it wouldn't happen overnight. When the Sun does die, it will be a long, slow, arduous process taking place over billions of years. The Sun will get hotter and brighter, and it will start to expand. During this process, it will lose its outer layers to the cosmos, creating other stars and planets in the same way that the violent burst of the Big Bang created Earth. Who knows? New life could form. Can you imagine another Earth? A new humanoid species? It's hard to predict how our galaxy might look billions of years from now, and it's tough to imagine our solar system without the great, golden anchor that keeps it all together. But one day, in the very distant future, the Sun will expand, and then it will shrink, maybe leaving room for a new star to take its place. And if, by some miracle, humanity still exists at that point, where might we be living? Can you imagine your descendants being born on a space station? Well, that's a story for another helpline.